Hi guys, hi people, welcome back to my channel. This is Rider's Daily. If this is your first time of showing up here, don't make it your last. I make videos on my lifestyle, migration to Canada, and everything in between. Please do me well to subscribe to this channel if you are yet to, and for those coming back, my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back. So today I want to take you through on a day in my life as a customer care representative. Yeah, a day in my life. So I know a lot of people wonder how it is when you work from home, especially those that are yet to migrate, those in other countries, especially Nigeria. Yeah, work from home, but not really as much as here in Canada. Most of the jobs here I work from home, and people wonder how you're a customer care representative for a company and you're working from home. How does it work, So I'm here to put you guys through on it, so please stay and watch till the end. So it's around, what's the time now? Almost 10 a.m. The kids are off to school. So for those that know, I usually do evening shifts. So my shift starts from either 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock, down to 11 p.m. or 10 p.m. depending on when I will start working. So it's usually 9-hour stretch, but for 1 hour I have breaks. So I have 30-minute break, I have 15 minutes, so that makes 1 hour break at different intervals. So I start working from today. I'm going to start working from 2 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. So before then, the kids have gone to school. I'll make sure I prepare lunch, because by the time they come home by 3:34, I'm already deep into the job, into working that day. So currently I'm making a furry roll. Let me show you guys. So it's almost done. It's just steaming now. I'm sure you can see it. I'm just going to make poundo yam on this for them to eat when they come back home. So this is cooked already. It's actually cooked. Let me cover it. It's cooked. So you need everything set for them when they come. You can't start cooking when they come home. Their lunch has to be ready. They know where to find their food. My husband is home. He's not working this period. He had a surgery, so he's been home. So everything is set for them. I'm going to make the semo. Then I'll clean the house. I'll do all my job, do all my every before 2 o'clock. So as I said, it's 10. I even intended going back to sleep, because I didn't really sleep, but I intended going back to sleep for maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, but I have a lot of things to do. I won't be able to sleep. So I want to return this meat back. I brought out too much meat. Can you see it? I brought out too much meat to cook this soup. I'm just going to return it. This shaki cow offals. I wanted to defrost it. How do I need to do that? I'll just put it back in the pack. These goat meat. I've taken the ones I want. Going back to the freezer. My stockfish. This is my remaining stockfish in Canada. Who will dash me stockfish? So I bought a pack like this for $10. So if you convert it in Nigerian money, that's like 5,600. Don't even convert it. So I'm taking this back to the freezer right now. I'm done with my semo, with my poundo yam. Sorry, I want to clean the house now. The house is messy. I need to clean the house, arrange it, because I know when the children come, the whole house is done scattered, but they'll shall make it arranged. I'll know that I finished my routine and I'm going to resume work. For people that have children that are not going to school, and you work from home, or you intend working from home, and you have children below the age of 5, below the age of 6 that can't go to school, if they are above 4, you can actually do the job. The thing is that before you start working, you get everything set for them, their food, their toys, their snacks, their drinks, everything they know where it is. So that even when they come to your office, they come to ask a question, you just tell them, okay, take it, yes, you can do it. Not you standing up, because you're working from home, but that doesn't mean you have all the time. You don't have time to take care of a child, especially when it is fast paced, you understand. So in between customer calls, you could just rush downstairs, you could just rush to do one or two things, but you don't want a situation whereby you are called and then you're not picking, or you're downstairs or something. No, because as customer is calling, you're picking the call. It's automated, you're not even clicking anything to pick, it picks automatically. So your headphones have to always be in your ear. And most of the work from home these days, your system is connected with a cable. So there are some that you can use the Wi-Fi in the whole house. You can take your system anywhere, your laptop. If you're working with a laptop, you can work from your kitchen, from your room, from your sitting room. But most jobs, your system is connected with a cable, so you have to be stable in one place. So before you start working is a time for you to set up everything. So your 4-year-old, your 5-year-old can be watching cartoon, can be playing with her tab. She'll tell her not to come to your office except if it's very important, a lot of ways to set it up that you can work. So for me, I don't have any child at home. My last child is above 6. They all go to school. So when they close from school, they come home together, and they don't even need to come to my office to say, Mommy, good morning, Mommy, we're back, or something. No, they know in some few minutes I'll come out and see them. So sometimes my first 15-minute break rhymes with when they close from school. So I just target when the school bus drops them off. I click in to take my 15-minute break to just welcome them home. Take off your bag, do this your food, this is what you do, this is what you do, give the instruction. Then I go back to my office to continue working. So it's something doable, because I have a lot of questions from people saying, can I do this? I have a child, can I do work from home customer care job? Yes, you can. It just depends on how you prepare yourself and how you arrange your life, and depends on the child also, because some children are so demanding, and depend on the age also of the child. You can't have like a below 2-year-old, below 3-year-old that want to do the job. Though there are some customer care jobs that requires you can actually walk around your house, around with your children there, it's fine. Some you're a customer care, but you interact with people in your office. Maybe you interact with one department or the other. That one is fine. But if you're talking to a customer, you don't want a situation where a customer is talking to you and they're hearing your child say, Mommy, I'm hungry. Mommy, where is my juice? Mommy, my brain. Or you're reporting each other. Mommy, my brother beats me, kick me. No, they can't hear that, because all the calls you are making, your supervisors review all the calls. So whenever they're making review of your call, you don't want them to hear personal things happening in your household in the calls. No, they don't want to hear a child. They don't want to hear your husband asking one question, honey, where did you keep the spoon? Because they can always come to ask all those kind of random questions. All these are men, you don't want a situation whereby they will hear that in your call, because they'll definitely hear it. A customer doesn't even need to report. All the calls you make, your supervisor listens to them. So you don't want them hearing any personal stuff in your household. Something I've been postponing for a long time. For those of you that know me, we have a parrot in the house. Can you see it there? I've been wanting to clean the cage for a very long time. I usually clean it every weekend, but last weekend I was so tired, I just left it, so it's really messy. So I'm going to clean it up. After cleaning it, I'm going to go take a bath. Will I even take my bath before working? That's one of the perks of working from home. You can decide to resume work in your pajamas. You can decide to take your bath depending on how you feel. Or you can decide when you close, you take a bath when you close. It's really, really nice. So for those that work in the mornings, be early in the morning, they could just sort out themselves, just resume work before taking their bath. But for those of us that work later in the day, you can have your shower to feel fresh, to sit down and start working. I tell you, most of the people that receive your calls in this Canada, you call Bell, you call Manitoba Hydro, you want to make inquiries, most of them never bath. They're wearing pajamas, shorts, they're smelly, their armpit is smelly. Except those that go to the office, they have to take their bath and look fine, fresh and all that. But people working from home, forget it. Most of them know they bath. They'll just sit down. Once it's time, they just go and sit down on their system and start working. So maybe when they're on break or when they close, that's when they take their beds to sleep. Like me, most times I have my bed, but there are some times I just wait when I finish working around 11:30. I take a shower, very hot shower, and sleep. So that's part of the bed. So after cleaning this cage, I'll have my bed sometime. I need to freshen up so that I'll be fresh when I'm working. It's summer now, so it's really hot now. So I need to. Oh. Can you see my cage? Can you see her? Yeah. Alright, so. Hey. And this is its food. The bird is enjoying it. It's actually the last one. We have others in the house. So you just hang this here. So another thing, I bought this plantain from the superstore yesterday. There was no ripe one, they were all green, very, very hard, and they were quite cheap. I think 44 cents per 1 lb. So just took this. Now I don't even know how to ripen it, so I guess I'll just put them inside another bag, tie it up, And I'll just keep it on top of the fridge, Abby. That's the warmest place I can get in the house. Just put it there. I hope I don't forget it. Let me take small drink. I love this drink, even though gosh, even though I know it's fizzy drink, it's not healthy, especially for people like us that are no longer children. Once in a while, cannot come and die. They're so strong, it's so gas. Refresh. All right, so let me come and go and bath. Let me come and go and bath. I've tidied up the kitchen. I'm going upstairs to do one or two things before I take my breath. Because once I sit down like this to start working, I can't do anything. The highest I can do, I can just rush downstairs. 1 minute, go, do something. 1 minute, 2 minutes, go back up. My house is a mess. My room is a mess. You know how you always have, they say, when you have one chair in your room, that chair is supposed to be sitting down to watch TV, Abby. Mostly that chair collects cloths. So let me show you my own. These cloths, they're laundry from the last laundry I did. The last two laundries I did, my own clothes. I'm like, no, I'll sort it out. They're still there looking at me. So it's like 12:30, so I have time to clean the room, to arrange the room. Then I'll shower. I'll say my prayers, my Azahar prayers, then resume work. So see you guys. I'm not going to show you my room. My room is upside down. It's like when you turn a box upside down and shake it. That's how this room is. No time. Because last night I closed 11:30. I just went straight to sleep. It's always like that, except when you have a break in between the days. You can do one or two things, but you already have things lined up that you want to do on your free day. Either you want to go grocery shopping, you want to attend your kids some activity in school or something. So you always have something to do. So I have a few times. I'm just going to arrange my room, then I'll shower, then I'll show you my office. Stay tuned. And if you're yet to subscribe at this point, what are you waiting for? What exactly is a problem? Please subscribe so you can watch more content on this. All right, see you guys later. Bye. So can you see the chair is empty? I've been able to arrange the room, and this chair that has been full of stuff has been decongested. No clothes on it, and I hope there will be no clothes on it again. I'll be very conscious of it. So let me go take my bath and get ready for work. Okay, so I'm just thinking that before I go and shower and before I show you a video of myself making calls and all that, I think I should just give you a tour of my office, like to show you the setup and how I created a space in my closet. So because some people, I have 3 kids, as you all know, and the most part of my time I'm working, the kids are home. So I don't want noise. I don't want The house is a bit still empty and echoey, like noise. Even the noise from the TV downstairs, there you can hear it upstairs. So I tried to, I couldn't walk. We have a workspace outside here. Let me see if I can show you. Dedicated for working. So I think it's for, so over here, so that's the space dedicated for working in the house. But as per I have kids, and when they're home, everywhere will be noisy, you know. So I decided to not work in my room. This is my room. This is the entrance, and this is the room. So there is my closet. That's where I'm supposed to have my clothes, my shoes, my every. So because I know my noisy children, I decided to create my office here. So these are my clothes, my jackets. This is summer, so I've taken all the jackets away. I kept my shoes here. This is my ring light. So half of it is my office. So from this part downwards is my office. So how do I show you guys every? Okay, so this is it. So from this space, you won't even know there's a closet here. So this is my office. So I work with 2 screens because you work with about 3 or 4 different applications at a time. While on calls, you're talking to the person, you're checking the person's account, you are doing this, you're doing that. So I use 2 screens. So this is my work desk. Am I doing this right? Let me see. Okay, so I was using this before, this selfie stick, so I'm using my ring light right now. Okay, so this is where I work. This is my chair. This is my chair. I had to buy this. Normally I'm supposed to buy, let me sit. Normally I'm supposed to get a gaming chair because when you sit down for long, you tend to have back pain. Your back aches you because you're sitting for long, your buttocks, your back. So I'm still going to buy the gaming chair, but for now this is what I use. This is a pillow. Sometimes I use it, so I put this for the back. You can get this for up to maybe $10 or so in stores. So just put this I just use it to comfort myself. This is my desk. This is where I keep my keypad, typing the notes and every. You want to keep hydrated, keep all this close to you. Water. I have snacks here. Yeah, all these arms is here. Just something to munch when you're busy. Chewing gum. They're all here. So this is my earphone for calls. Always connected. So this is the length of the wire. This is the farthest you can go. So you can't be roaming around the house with this. It's connected. So some people have the wireless one. You can go anywhere. But when you're talking, you're typing, you're checking, the person is talking, you're checking the person's account, or confirming, you're talking to the person, you know. So depending on the job you're doing, there's some customer care I said you don't need to check anything, you just advise the customer or something. You can do it anywhere, but for this you're connected. And the cable, the internet cable is connected over here, so I can't move my system anywhere. This is my location 24/7, you get. And they also do checks like once in a month to see if you've changed your location, because they do security checks. They want everywhere to be no phones, no gadget, no paper, no anything. For my own job, I don't know for others, because we are dealing with people's accounts, we are collecting credit card details and all that, so they don't want phones around here and all that. So they do checks every month to see if you've moved your location. So your supervisor calls you. We have a camera here. This is the camera, is always on. So to see, she just tell you to go around, turn the camera around to see you're still in the same spot. So if you're changing house, you're changing workstation, you have to inform them that you're changing location, so that they will do another security check again on your location. So this camera is always on. It's always here. So we're always stationary here. This is the CPU I'll be waiting in the column. These are the 2 monitors I use. And that is pretty much it. So this is like a tour of my office. So I can decide to close the door. I have a door behind, because even if I close the room door, my main room door, I still hear them when they're watching cartoon, when they're arguing, when they're reporting each other. I close that door and I still have to stand up and close this one. And if it's still too noisy, I take 1 second and fly out and scream from upstairs, keep quiet. There are sometimes your customer will call you. You're talking on the phone, your customer will be like, I can tell you're working from home. They want to start talking with that. I can tell you're working from, meaning they're hearing noise in the background, like they're politely telling you it's noisy. And you'll be like, oh yeah, I work from home, my kids are just too noisy. And after the call, I say, customers are hearing people, please stop putting me in trouble. Shut your mouth. Nene, take care of your younger one. And sometimes my husband will also come. I tell them, when you're coming to my office to ask a question, first come quietly to the door here, in case I'm actively talking to somebody. If I'm actively talking to somebody, you can go back and come back, so that you won't start asking me questions from the door. Sweetheart, where did you put the Maggie? And I'm talking to somebody, the person will hear. You get? So my husband has understood that, but my children from downstairs, Mommy, Nene hits my head and she refused to say sorry. I'm like, God, coming in. So you are reporting from outside. Me, I'm talking on call with customer. So I've told them, if you want to report or you want to ask, first walk in quietly to this door, peep. If I'm waiting for a call, you can rant, you can talk. But if you come and see me, I'm talking, I'm doing something, please be quiet. Just go back outside, then come back and report later. I don't know if you understand. Like I'm talking to somebody, okay, yeah, this is what you should do. Yeah, connect your system, this and that. And then your child is like, Mommy, Nene is beating me. Mommy is... And I'm talking, what? So I should tell the customer, wait, I won't talk to my son. Or they should hear that I'm trying to settle a fight or something. So it's actually not easy working from home, you know, but it's fun. So this is it basically. This is my office, in my house, in my room. I can try to work like this. I've not taken my baths. I can sit down, but I'm hot, so I need to shower first, so that when I sit down, I'll be feeling fresh air, you know. You get? If you have any question, you can ask me. Yeah. So for the 10th time, I'm going to take my bath. Bye. Hi. So it's few minutes to 2 and I've taken my bath. I'm sure you can tell I've changed. So I feel fresh, I feel strong. I've eaten, at least I've taken something to last me till my first break. Then yeah, ready to work. Just that I'm going to be seated for a long time, so I'll be closing 10:30, starting to 2 p.m. closing 10:30 today. Is it 10:30 or 11:30? I think it's 11:30. Oh, sorry, I'll be closing 11:30 today. Sorry. So sometimes I resume 2, sometimes I resume 2:30, sometimes 1, sometimes 3:30. So that determines when you close. But most times I close 11:30. So see you guys in my workstation. Okay guys, I hope you can hear me. So I'm logged into my system. I've clocked in. It's 2 p.m. I've clocked in already. Anytime from now, a call will come in. So sometimes, if I stop talking, just know a call has come in. So sometimes you clock in and a call doesn't come for the first 10 minutes, 5 minutes, enough time for you to flex. Like now, I'm already logged in. Sometimes immediately you clock in, a call is just waiting. Immediately you clock in, a call just comes in. So it depends on how busy that day is. So as I'm talking to you now, no calls. So anytime from now, a call will just come in and I start my talk for the day. I hope you guys can hear me, sure. So this is me. So guys, work with me today. Hi, thank you for calling. This is Oshaiza from Manitoba. Can I have your first and last name? Okay. All right. Okay. Can I have your address? Okay. Okay. So how can I help you today? Okay. Thank you for calling. Do have a nice day. Okay. Bye. All right. So I just finished my first call. And it was quite an easy one. Just demanding for something very easy. Some calls, so a typical call can take up to like 20 minutes. Some can last up to 1 hour. So as you learned in my previous video that I said something like I'm always advised to talk for long, like to engage the customer, ask questions. You don't have restrictions on the number of minutes you call a customer and all that. So you are supposed to engage the person, but sometimes the customer is not in the mood. You just go directly to the point and resolve what the customer needs, and that's all. So in between each call, for my company, you have 4 minutes to wrap up time. You put down the notes, you conclude on the person, and you have 4 minutes. So after that 4 minutes, you're open for another call. You understand? So you sit down and wait for another call. You don't know when the call is going to come in, depending on the traffic. Sometimes immediately after the 4 minutes, another call comes. Sometimes you wait after the 4 minutes up to 10 minutes before another call comes in. So it actually depends on the traffic that day, the number of agents available working on that shift. So if you have more agents on that shift, you get more time to wait. But if you have fewer people working on that shift, then the calls keep coming back to back. So I have 4 minutes to wrap up and everything. So right, thank you for calling. Do have a nice evening. Okay, you too. Bye. Bye. Okay, so I'm on my first break now. It's 3:45. So my first break is actually, so the kids actually come at this time, like 3:45 ish. The school bus drops them. So my first break is usually for 15 minutes. So I use that time to just welcome them in, and I think I can hear their boss. Yeah, I think their boss is here. So let me just catch a clip of them. I'll show you them coming home from school. There is a. Why are you frying your face?
How do you know?
How did I know what?
Mom, I have an invitation. See, I have one. Mommy, they did spell my name right.
You may not be able to read it because of the girl who wrote it doesn't know how to spell very well.
And they said we should sing our festival.
You should do what? 6-day party. Which kind of invitation card is this?
I don't tell you
Is that Morgan?
Hi.
But I can read it. You can reach out the figuring out what she's saying.
Mommy,
It's
Madam.
what's it?
Madam.
Adaiza got a birthday party invites.
Yes, sir.
July 15th.
Yeah. From my friend Leo.
So I'm going, but they spelled your name somehow. Adaiza instead of Adaiza.
That's alright because I gonna be invited to a birthday party. Yeah.
So you're going for birthday party on July 15th. So I'm back from my break. It's 4 o'clock, 15-minute break. It's 4 o'clock. Can you hear them? Okay. Okay, so it's 4 o'clock now. The kids are back. I've sorted them out, showed them their food. I'm sure if you listen very well, you can hear them downstairs already. So I'm going back to clock in after my break. Okay, so I just finished my, it's 6 tired. So it's 6:45 now. I have 30 minutes break. I'll go and eat because I didn't really eat lunch. I'll go and eat now. I'm tired. I'll be just being here. So I'll eat my lunch, do 1 or 2 things, and come back to work. So after 30-minute break, that will be by 7:15. I'll be back. And I think my next and final break will be 9:30 for 15 minutes. Then 11:30 p.m. I close for the day. So see you later. Let me go for my 30-minute break. I'm already spending it talking to you guys before any time has gone. So, see you later. So, let's go down, check on the kids. What they're doing, they finish breaking their heads, you know. So usually during my break, food is ready. Look at them. Eat, rest a bit, settle some fights. Let me take some warmth. Sometimes it's cold indoors. See warm sun. So the AC is always on. Very, very cold indoors. I'm even wearing socks. So I prefer to come outside. What is it again?
I told them to leave me alone.
How would they leave you alone? What happened?
They're like, I'm trying to talk. They don't want me to talk. They're just making noise and they don't want me to say anything.
So you don't want me to say anything because you are there?
Mommy, they just don't want to leave me alone and I don't like it.
What of the issue? You cannot come and kill me. My mama in Nigeria, I never kill her. So I want to take some air, some warmth. Oh, before I go in and eat.
The most difficult challenge in internet meme history. We are back.
So this is my lunch. I actually told you guys I made a furry roll. with shaki. Can you see the shaki? And efori roll. It's real efo. So we had some people that planted it. Some Nigerians planted it in their garden. So we bought from them over the weekend. So this is a real efo, not the one they sell in store. So I had some scent leaf that I added in it. The scent leaf I bought from Nigeria. So it's in my food. I have 10 minutes to go back to work. Delicious. So later in my office, let me eat this food the way I want to eat it. I'm not really eating the way I want to because I'm on camera. So guys, I'm tired. So after the lunch break, I was late. I took like 35 minutes or 30 minutes, so I had to rush back to resume. When I was about to come in, I had a guest, so I had to just attend to the person and quickly come up. I couldn't have time to start my camera, so I've gone on my last break. So this is currently like 9:45. I had my break from 9:30 to 9:45. That's the last 15-minute break. I made sure the kids are on bed to go and sleep because there's school tomorrow. So I'm about to log in now for my last 15 minutes. I'm tired. Though the traffic is not much, people are not really calling much, but I just have to be here. So let me log in. Okay, so I'm waiting for my next call. So usually from this time up to 11:30, the calls are lesser from customers. But now I have maybe 4 more calls till the end of the shift. I'm tired. Very, very tired. Let me even put this. Let me put this on my chair. And I was getting cold, so I had to wear a layer on. Thank you for my name is Osheza from Manitoba. How may I help you today? Yeah. Alright. Okay. Can you confirm your address? Alright. Alright, thank you. Would that be all for now? Oh, okay. Okay. Have a nice yeah. Good night. Thanks. Bye. Oh, at last. It's 11:30. My shift is over. I'm tired. Kids are sleeping. I'm done for the day. I've logged out. Yeah, shutting down for tomorrow. Tomorrow I have another shift. I'll check. I didn't even check my schedule for tomorrow. I'll check when I log in. Maybe 3:30. I don't think it's 2 p.m. I think it's 3:30 for tomorrow. So today is over. I'm done for today's shift. I hope these children have slept. So this is the day. This is end of my day. I'm just tired. I'll just go and say my last prayer and sleep off for tomorrow. So this is the day in my life as a customer care representative. It can be really fulfilling. It can be really fun. So I'm just looking like someone at a bit. So it can be fun being home. At least you're with your children. They're just next door. Anything happens, you can just put yourself on pause or something and go and settle it and come back. Not always. In between calls, you can always rush to do one or two things. Just leave instructions at home for your kids, for your husband, and everything will be fine. Yeah, instead of going to work, especially during the winter, it can be really tiring during the winter, driving in the snow to your workplace. It's quarter to 12. It's midnight. So this ends my vlog. See you in the other one.